6 in the country. He's got a top 10 matchup against numbers 5, Brayton Lee. So questions for Kaleb, and we will get started. Kaleb, the first question from Cody Goodwin.
Hey, Caleb. Appreciate you guys doing this. How hard was, and I know that with the offseason, just the way that the NCAA championships got canceled, it was probably, a frustrating offseason for everybody, but especially for you, just the way that, not having the Big Ten tournament you probably wanted. How did that kind of fuel your offseason, if it did?
I mean, I feel like Big Ten tournament obviously didn't go the way I wanted it to, so I was looking forward to kind of redeeming myself, I think, at the NCAAs. And, I mean, not having it was definitely a bummer for everybody, not just for me, just because I wanted to redeem myself. But, I mean, everybody had it sucked for everybody. So I feel like, I don't know, this off-season just a little – just another chip on my shoulder maybe. Put in more work, I think. Even maybe not even more work, but more concentrated work, more reason to push extra in workouts. And I mean, it was definitely there, and that's the reason for that. But I don't know. I still haven't won an NCAA title either way, or a world title, or an Olympic title. So that's still there either way, I think. And I just gotta keep getting better.
Yeah, when you say concentrated, I mean, were there specifics that you were maybe working on this offseason in response to last year?
I mean, I'm always working on different wrestling things, like getting better at my wrestling, but I think more of what I needed to work on, like this last offseason, was just more just sharpening up my brain, working on mental exercises, different things that we get from our coaches. So I think more of that side.
Kaleb, the next question from Scott Doctorow.
Yeah, Caleb, how does what Spencer is able to do on the mat influence you as a team, individually? I mean, you watch him. Does he help you in any single way? Even though you probably don't even practice against him because of the weight difference.
Yeah, I think watching Spencer is. I mean, you watch him and you want to go out there and you want to emulate what he's doing. Maybe not. I don't want to wrestle exactly how Spencer wrestles because that's not my style. He does different moves than I do, but just the way that he does his moves and how he dominates people, I think that's how everybody on our team wants to wrestle, and that's how everybody on our team should strive to wrestle because, I mean, Spencer won the Hodge Trophy last year, and if we can give him competition and we can have 5, 6, 7, 8, or even 9 guys competing against him for the Hodge Trophy, and I think we've got a pretty good thing going for our team.
The next question from Mike O'Brien.
Caleb, can you walk us through kind of how you've seen Nelson Brands develop over the years? Someone who was maybe part of the program even before he necessarily got in the practice gym, just given his proximity and connection. What you've seen and how he's worked to get to where he is today.
I think Nelson's made huge strides since he's been here. He's probably one of the strongest guys that I practice with on our team. When he gets a hold of my leg, it feels like he might tear it off sometimes. But he's made just, I think, Tom was talking about consistency in his workouts. I think that's been something that's been really big for him in his wrestling. I think it's allowed him to really grow. And, I mean, I can't see where he's going to stop getting better because I think he's still got more potential to become the absolute best wrestler that he can be.
And to follow up, sorry, any kind of interactions necessarily before he was enrolled at Iowa when he was still in high school? I'm sure he was probably around the guys, I would imagine. Do you remember him back then?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's not really a secret, but I'm married to his cousin, so I saw him a decent amount, and he'd come work out with us off season and whenever. Just see him all the time.
Caleb, the next question from Anna Kaiser, my mistake.
Hey, yeah, so you talked about kind of wanting to redeem yourself after Big Tens last year. Obviously couldn't do that at NCAAs. And now kind of hit the reset button going into this year. You have the chance to do that. How does a matchup like this, top 10 at Minnesota, help you get to where you want to go in redeeming that?
I think that every time I step out on the mat, I want to represent myself the best I can, and I just want to put my best wrestling out there. So we wrestle in the Big Ten Conference, so I'll probably wrestle a lot of guys that are top 10 in the country, a lot of guys that are top 5 in the country. So I think every time I step out on the mat, I can just represent myself to the best of my ability and put my best wrestling forward, and I think that'll get me where I need to be.
Anything else this afternoon for Caleb Young? All right, Caleb, thanks for your time.
Sweet.